Evening everyone from the Shadow War. It's been a while since I posted anything, but as some of you may have seen through Twitter and through Facebook, guess what? I've been playing a lot of this. I had the guys round, we've had Ian, we've had Per, we've had Sean, we even had Pip round as a guest appearance. And we've been playing quite a bit of Impetus. Now these are the original Impetus rules. Or step back really. First of all came basic Impetus, which completely revitalised the interest of ancients in the South London Warriors Club many years ago. And then when Impetus came out, we all jumped on it and had many great games down the club. I went a bit completely overboard and bought ridiculous amounts of 28mm figures, which most have been sold on since because they didn't really get much of an outing. But I have kept my Republican Romans, my Carthaginians, and my Pyrrhic. Now, these are all pretty well interchangeable because this period they're all fighting each other or allied to each other. So the great thing about this particular period is you can have Gauls, you can have Iberians, you can have Pyrrhic pike blocks, you can have elephants, Numidians, Romans, Italian states, the whole lot, hoplites, pikes, skirmishers, it's all in here. And I find it a fascinating period and one which I really enjoy playing. I have played Impetus Italian Wars, which is great. Duncan Wargaming has asked if I would put on a game at his club up in London in Covent Garden, and I would love to have a go. I need to get a bit more fresh on the pike blocks thing because that was an interesting game we had last week. But Impetus, yes, it is the rule set that we go to. We have tried some others. Per put a game on for us. I think it was Sword and Spear. It was okay, but the general opinion was we really liked Impetus. It has a few crazy moments with the diorite, but overall we just find it fun. And that, I think, is the most important thing about Ancients. Make it fun, because you see many games, and I'm not going to pick on anyone, where they just seem to line up Ancients and thump into each other and just hack. Now, clearly there was a bit more to it, hence all the different types of troops, light troops, medium troops, heavy troops, light cavalry, medium cavalry, heavy cavalry, all doing different jobs on the battlefield. They weren't just thumping into each other. So Impetus allows you to use all this stuff, and very clever system, especially for those of us who roll very badly for most of the time. Ones and twos are pretty good actually in combat. Sixes are not. So as you can imagine, I'm doing quite well at Impetus. You can see why I like it really, can't you? So yeah, we've been playing a lot of it. Now, we have discussed about moving up to Impetus 2, or Advanced Impetus as some people call it. And the jury's out at the moment. I think we're comfortable with what we're playing. I think we're also a little bit nervous about forking out, each of us getting a rule set, because we're not just going to get one and share it, obviously. Just to buy 4 rule sets, read it through, understand it, and we're not sure it's going to give us anything fundamentally different from what we've already got. Now, I've asked on the Facebook page, and there's been differing opinions, actually. It's interesting. Some people said don't do it. It didn't need to be fixed. Other people have said it brings a lot more subtlety to it. There's a few more tweaks in the rules. All the changes that are in the scenario books or army lists have now been incorporated. So I suppose really I'm still undecided. And I've got to think about it and talk to Sean and Per and Ian and see what they want to do, because in the end they are going to have to fork out as well to buy the rules. Because these days I can't just learn a set of rules all by myself and run the games. I need everyone else to be involved as well. So yeah, Impetus. Absolutely great set of rules. Thoroughly recommend it. If you're not into Ancients, don't worry about it. These go all up through the 100 Years' War, the Italian Wars, and then they cross over into a new set of rules called Baroque, which is pretty well similar to all of this as far as I can see. And I think it's fun. I like the big bases. I like all these different troop types, and they're so bloody colourful. I mean, you can get the Little Big Man Little Big Man Studios transfers, which revolutionised, I think, the way the figures look for normal people like me who can't paint. You look at some of those, some Italian hoplites there. and then come across that. We turn this one around, and then they come back here, and then you've got some Carthaginian veterans. You know, and all of this is coming from, let's turn this one around. These are all little Big Man Studio decals, that obviously be painting and touching up where you can see around the edges. But there's fantastic, beautiful, colourful games. As I said, Roman Republic, Pyrrhic, Carthaginian, I think it's really quite special because of the total and amazing mix of troops. So I really recommend everybody have a go at this. If you can, get a copy of Basic Impetus, which is free. There's a second version of it now, totally free. Army lists are free. You can invest using plastic figures to begin with, whatever scale, if that's 28mm or whatever, or even 3D printed figures now. Give it a go. It's fun. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.